Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your host, the Doctor, and he's in the house. Anyway, yeah, we're probably gonna have sound issues. I don't know if they're any better than what you call it last week. We're gonna try. I don't know. It's just a mess. It's just a big giant mess of what's going on with the sound. I gotta work some things out, but I think I gotta upgrade my mixer and stuff like that. Out with the old, in with the new, I guess they say. Anyway, this week we're going to talk about some Six Flags New England rumors. We're going to talk about a big announcement, and what else we get? We're going to talk about news. What else are we going to talk about? I got it all written down. I forgot. Oh yeah, there's a thing about a Rocky Point movie. There's all kinds of goodies. There's not much news. And later on, right by the end of the show, we'll be able to tune in live, not on the show, but if you check out, we're doing it on live stream, you can see the Kings Island announcement unfold. So if things are going good, we can proceed and talk about, what do you call it? Yeah, all the good stuff. So anyway, so let's get into the news. Let's get it going. New machine, arcade machine. What machine are you talking about, Lindsay? Yale Entertainment. This one I got a couple weeks ago or so at the Pinball Expo. Fantastic. That's where Roller Coaster Tycoon came from. So yeah, I don't know if that's what you're talking about. So I don't know, but you know. Anyway, so let's get on with the news. Yeah, I saw the piece picture on that for the what do you call it? Kings Island thing. So who knows? We'll find out tonight, though. We'll find out what it is. People are saying log flume, wood coaster, steel coaster. They're calling it all kinds of different. Nobody knows what the hell it is officially, but I don't know. I don't think Splinter Cat would be the name. I think that's kind of a weird name, but that's just me. I don't know. You know, it could be one of those crazy thingies. You know. Oh, I don't know. All right, so here's the news. We talked about this before, but it was official last week because they had Comic-Con. So all you people that love Comic-Con, you saw movie trailers for Justice League, you saw trailers for Wonder Woman, and God knows what else is out there. But the point of me, why would I be talking about superheroes and things? Disney California. Tower of Terror is officially not going to be Tower of Terror. It's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy themed. Didn't go like crazy into stuff. They were just hyping it up for 6-7 minutes. They're going to take elements of the movie and all that good stuff, and then they are going to what do you call it? Transform this from Twilight Zone to Guardians of the Galaxy. A lot of people are taking a fit about this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Twilight Zone, Tower of Terror. I did love the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Should they have come with a different theme ride? Yes. But I guess it could kind of fit. I guess it could kind of work. Yeah, there was all kind of Lego news that came out of it, too. I didn't really feel the need to talk about Legos, I guess. I mean, there's plenty of movies, games, all kinds of cool things going on at for Legos and stuff. I don't know, man, but by far the best sound quality I have ever heard. I don't know. Are you talking about this? I don't know if this is better or worse. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I think here's my thing. Everybody loves classic attractions at Disney, and now Revenge from Oz is actually I've had that for a while. I got that. When the hell did I get that? I think last year. Maybe beginning of this year. I don't remember, but I got it. The sound is off from the video. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. It's crazy. It's just more research and development that I have to do for this. You can't tell sarcasm through a chat. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm old school, man. I need to see sarcasm in front of my face, not in a voice, not what do you call it? In a chat. You know, I'm old school, man. You young hippie kids, man. You're all hip to the new stuff. You know, it took me like years to figure out what LOL meant. That's just how out of the element. And it's not like I'm really old. Looks new. But was it there? Yeah, that was there last week. My fat body might have been like here, maybe blocking it. Maybe was I here like that? You couldn't see it. No, it was there. It was there. Well, here's the thing. As we're talking about the whole Disney thing, the people love, the Disney purists, the fans. They want the classic attractions. But here's the thing. Look at what they're doing in amusement parks. Look what they're doing. You have to evolve. Yes, you're going to keep some of those popular attractions, the classics. Hey, Kevin, I see you popping up there. Um, but when you really think about it, you can't keep everything old. You have to redo some things. I mean, if you look at like Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom. The only reason why I say that because that's the only Disney I've ever been to. So when it was classic, and they've upgraded it and they changed it. It's still the classic ride, still the vehicles, still the same scenes. They've just upgraded, and I think you know how it is and how it goes. Some of the stuff that Disney does with the new attractions, I don't exactly like. It seems though innovative, they're not really high. You know what I mean? Like high quality. Like when you look at the Seven Dwarfs, when you're in that indoor section, it looks amazing. But I don't like that the faces are projected on. I don't like that. I like the classic look of an animatronic. I know you can only do so much with an animatronic, and you can't go totally crazy even in today's technology like you can with a projection on a blank face. So I get it. People want the classic attractions, but I think it's good. Maybe if they just keep Twilight Zone in Orlando, and then they keep Guardians of the Galaxy out in California. But I think they're going to see how well Guardians of the Galaxy performs at their revamp before doing the other ones. I think this is the test, and then we'll see what happens. I think they're the same. I mean, sometimes it randomizes where it stops. Like I know in Hollywood studios, it doors open, different stuff goes on. You know, but it seems like Florida got the better of the towers. I guess I don't know anything about the Tokyo one. I can't comment on that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how much better or worse that one is versus the other ones. I only know Florida's, and everybody tells me about Disneyland. Disney out in California what theirs is, and all that crazy garbage. And I don't know. It's just crazy. Like I'm hoping that Disney doesn't pull a Six Flags and puts the same attractions everywhere. Like some of them are gonna be the same, yes, but I'm hoping that some of them are different and they don't get uh, the same stuff everywhere. I mean, I know they're trying to on both coasts because some people aren't ever going to go to Disneyland and some people aren't ever going to go to Disney World. I get that. It's just crazy to me. Okay, so Universal's Islands of Adventure, the Hulk is now testing with people on it. So it's just a matter of time before it opens because remember they were testing virtual reality. Now they're going to be testing. Now they're testing people. So we'll see what the final product is when it finally opens. I mean, there's only yay much about it, and nobody really knows too much. And that's kind of weird that with the Hulk, it's a beloved coaster, and they're changing it up a little bit in terms of train and all that, and I guess adding audio, and I guess they're adding virtual reality, and you would think they would be talking about it, unless they're not going to do it. So we should be getting word when that thing's opening up pretty soon. It's got to be opening up any time now, unless it's opening next year. I don't know when the hell it's opening. I thought it was this year. I thought it was this summer. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I don't know. I really don't know when that thing's supposed to open. Fall next year. Huh. So I guess they all have Tower of Terrors, I guess. Disney Studios Paris. Potentially, I could be going there next year. That would be weird. I'd go out to Paris, but not to California. Who the hell knows? All right. So Universal Halloween Horror Nights has announced. What do you call it? More haunts, obviously. So right now they're gonna have a Michael Myers haunt. They are gonna have a Texas Chainsaw haunt, and they're also gonna have Freddy vs. Jason. So they're gonna have like the top 4 horror icons in one park at one time. First time ever happened, I guess, from what I was reading. So that's pretty cool. So now they're getting all these haunts announced. Surprisingly, yeah, China doesn't have the Tower of Terror. I don't know why. I mean, they spent buku bucks on that park. Something ridiculous like $5 billion to open a park. They should be raking in the dough fairly soon on that. All right, so the next weird news. Hopefully, you guys saw it. There's a video of a woman getting out of a car in a China safari and getting killed and eaten by a tiger. That's kind of, you know what? I'm a messed up individual. I think justice served. If you have loose tigers running around, not behind a cage, and you decide to get out of the car, well, that's on you. You know, I don't care that you got eaten. Personally, I saw it and I started laughing. And I don't know. Um, so she got chomped to bits and she got eaten. And I don't know. It's just, I don't know why people are so stupid. I don't know why. Yeah, but there's also Shanghai, too. Don't forget about Shanghai. Shanghai has just opened. $5 billion. $5 billion. Hong Kong, Singapore. Don't forget about Shanghai. You want fortune cookie? No, horrible Asian accent. Horrible. I know. It's horrible, but I try. I try. All right. So let's talk Six Flags New England ride rumor removal. Posted on SFNE Online that also it started from Screamscape. It looks like the rumor of Splash Waterfalls being removed and the Slingshot being moved somewhere else, so that some new attraction could come in. Now, what I did was I emailed the park. I know I'm not going to get an answer, but I did it anyway. I said, look, they always told me if you heard a rumor, you know, let us know. We'll either say yeah, no, whatever. Obviously, she couldn't. The park couldn't really say anything. I got the stay tuned and uh, nothing's been confirmed. Stay tuned. All that stuff. And you know what? By all means, uh, that's fine because that's their job not to, because that's why they have announcements. They can't run a risk because, hey, I got a big mouth for the most part, and I will if I was told, yeah, the rumor's true, I would have been like, confirm rumor, but I can't confirm the rumor because they're not saying nothing. Um, so I'm not exactly sure how, uh, you know, we'll find out September 1st. But now is the time of the year that you need to start looking around the park. But it would make sense that that's the next area to get love because if you think about it, Wicked Cyclone, you got uh, Sky Screamer, you got Superman, you also got Fireball. So over the last 5 years or so, you got three-quarters of the park all taken care of, and you need more. Uh, so it could potentially become uh, something to see. You got to look for what do you call it? Uh, survey markers and stuff. I'm going to the park this weekend, and we're going to look around. We're not going to go in restricted areas, none of that stuff. We're just going to look, you know. So, I mean, as I said before, I went to the park with a whole ton of ideas for every area of the park. And the funny thing about all this was, and I even said that to him, I said, it'd be funny if something like this happened. Uh, but a lot of people gave him ideas, and it seemed all the ideas pointed to removing Splash Waterfalls. And my idea was put in a Justice League ride there. Granted, maybe it should be um, put with Superman, but if you get rid of this area, you could, if you remove the ride, move that ride out of the way, you could put a Justice League building there, and it could work. It definitely could work. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, some people are speculating it's going to be one of those 4D coasters. Um, it very well could. It very well could. Nobody knows for sure. I mean, personally, for me, uh, I would have called on flat rides for this year or water park. The next year, whatever one we didn't get would be the other way. And then the year after that, get a Justice League ride. Now maybe they're gonna change that around. And you're gonna get a Justice League ride, then maybe the water park, and then maybe flats. Maybe we don't need another coaster. I know that sounds crazy and blasphemy. Uh, you know, yes, that would be the microphone that's not working. Because watch, I'm going to unplug. I'm going to turn off. Look, nothing. Well, it's still working. That's not working. The microphone's working. Actually, I got to say, SFNE doesn't suck. Did it used to suck? Yes. Uh, I mean, it was good, and then it sucked. That all has to do with regime change. Because I mean, Six Flags was falling by the wayside and not becoming a really great park. But here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. Am I saying Six Flags in New England is perfect? Not by any mean. Not by any mean. It needs a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it needs flats. The water park needs expansion because it's hitting capacity all the time. Um, you need a lot of things. You definitely need a lot of things, and uh, yeah, it's. I mean, I don't know who's officially because nobody's officially obviously said anything. Don't forget, people put plans in and things don't happen that year. They happen the next year. Cedar Point is not better. We've had this discussion, man. No way. No way. Cedar Point is like a few hours. It's like, here's my problem. I'm not saying Cedar Point is crap. For me, it's not the best. We've had this discussion a million times. Here's my thing. Six Flags Great Adventure, Cedar Point, parks like that. they don't really dazzle me like a lot of the family parks, the smaller parks, some other parks. You know what I mean? It all comes down to uh, the rides that I like, I enjoy riding, that I like to ride. It comes down to a lot of factors. That's what it comes down to. A lot of factors. And let's be honest, when uh, you have, um, nah, and I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna tell you why Cedar Point isn't better. And I'm not saying New England is better than Cedar Point. I'm just telling you why I think Cedar Point isn't better. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, I mean they got the hotels, but I'm going to tell you why Cedar Point is not the best park. All the fanboys out there that go, you're crazy. All right, everybody goes. Cedar Point has a ton of coast. That's great. I want quality over quantity. I want quality over quantity, and I think the problem is everybody's all like, "Oh my God, Cedar Point's the best." No, it's not. And when I say that, it's like this: there's only a few coasters there that are like must ride coasters, or for me, ones I want to ride. It actually, uh, how do I put it? You know, these are the ones I want. When I go there, these are the ones I want to ride. Top Thrill Dragster, Raptor, Magnum XL. Uh, I ride Maverick once because I don't want a headache. And I ride Iron Dragon once, and I ride a few flats. The food is nothing special. It's no better than Six Flags and so on and so forth. It's just grubby amusement park food, nothing special. Uh, it's just there. You know what I mean? It's like they got a lot of rides. You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like riding Blue Streak. I ride that once. I can't, Corkscrew hurts. The Mine Train hurts. Mean Streak hurts. And I'm saying, all parks. There's not one park out there that is perfect. None. Not really. I disagree with the most thrill rides and the best you're gonna get. I highly disagree with that. I could go to a lot of places and be more thrilled. See, when I think of what thrills me and excites me, I like places like Kennywood, Nobles. Hell, I even think Kings Island is better than Cedar Point. I like Kings Dominion. I like Dorney, Busch Gardens. You know, those are the places that I enjoy going to that excite me. I like going to Disney because when I go to Disney, I feel like I'm two again, and all my problems go out the window until I leave. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The last time I was there was 2012. So the last four, I haven't been there, and before that, I wasn't really that impressed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an all right park. Like I said, I got to go and take my youngest son because he's never been, and I want him to experience it, form his own opinion, not what I say, not what anybody says. You know, that's just how it is. You know, I've, all those. I mean, when people venture out and they go to these parks, you form your own opinion on what you like and what. I cater more to. I rather like go to places like Kennywood and Knobles. You got classic attractions, you got some cool new attractions, and it's just a mix. Like Kennywood is like a great park, well balanced. You have everything from kids to flats to classics to coasters. It's dock rides. Everything is like water rides. It's a very balanced park. Where when you look at a place like Cedar Point, even Six Flags, these places are not balanced. The thing is, they're fixing that. It's not like you're gonna Exactly. If you've never been to Cedar Point, go there, form your own opinion. This is my opinion. I mean, people watch this either for entertainment value to watch a fat guy talk. I don't know, but point being is, for me, Cedar Point's okay. It's not the best. It's not awesome. You know, I just and I love when I hear people say, "Hey, this is great. This is not da 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 da," and what have you. So uh, that's that. All right, now the next thing I'm going to talk about Rocky Point movie. For those that are too little and too young to even know what the hell Rocky Point was, it was an awesome park, like a Canopy Lake, a little bigger. That was in Rhode Island, shut down, blah blah blah. Now there are movies out there. There is a movie out there already called "You Must Be This Tall," documentary about Rocky Point. Tells you from when its beginnings until its closings. Kind of missed. It's missing a section about where caused the park to close. They didn't have any video pictures and stuff like that, and now they do. They haven't done anything. So anyway, uh, there's a new movie coming out about it being cursed. There was a lot of freaky, weird stuff that happened when the park was open. Somebody got scalped by a prop in the haunted house. There was people falling off rides. It was all kinds of crazy stuff. So, uh, so let me put it. So anyway, I'm in the movie. It's gonna hit the theater. There's a theater in Cranston. They interviewed me for it, so I'm in the movie. It's gonna hit the theater August 20th in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's gonna talk about all the curse stuff and how to bring the park back and all this other stuff. Uh, I haven't seen the movie. It. Uh, I'll eventually catch it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go that day to go to the theater and watch it because it's the same weekend as the Coney Island event down in New York that I highly enjoy going to. It's not that I'm biased. Everybody thinks that I'm biased about Six Flags New England. I want to make sure that it's not biased because I think that what do you call it? Uh, I, personally, my favorite parks and Six Flags New England might not even be in my top five. So it's not even being biased about towards Six Flags New England. You know what I'm saying? People think that hey, I'm all about Six Flags New England is my home park. So yeah, of course, I'm all about that. Just like anybody that lives near Cedar Point, you're all about that. In any park you live near, you're all about that. I go to Six Flags all the time. Why? Why do I go to Six Flags New England all the time? I'm gonna tell you why. I like the rides there. My kids love going there. That means more than going anywhere else. If I say you go to any park and they go, I want to go to Six Flags. Guess what? We're going to Six Flags. That's where they want to go. No, I'm not admitting my bias with any park. I'm just saying that's, and I've said that before. Do I prefer Six Flags New England over Cedar Point? Yes, I do. That's not bias. That's just opinion. That's what I feel. That's what I like. But why I go there, I know work is there, management, and it's just nice to, it's kind of like the TV show Cheers. You go where everybody knows your name. Well, there you go. That's what that's what I like to go. That's why I go there. I run into people I know all the time over there. Whether it's somebody, a management, somebody that's working a ride, whether it's friends, fellow coaster enthusiasts roaming around, hanging out, getting lunch to get whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It's it's one of those cool places. One of those cool places. That's why I go there. I'm not, I chose not to go to Cedar Point because I was just sick of the same old, same old. It was nothing. That's why I don't go to a lot of parks all the time, or don't go to them if I've been to them. It's like, oh, I didn't really get excited over it. So why am I going to go to the park if I don't get excited about it? Like Great Escape. Yeah, I like to go there. I've been there once, twice, once or twice. I think once. I can't remember. I think once. But still, it's neither here nor there. It's do it. It's an opinion. That's just how it is. Yeah, you know, that's why I like trying to go to new parks instead of the same old crap all the time. I don't want to get sick of places. Like I like Hershey. I think Hershey's great. The best park, no, but is it great? Yes. Uh, you know, Dorney, best park, no, but I enjoy it. They got the free fall ride. They got a few good coasters, that I like to ride. They got a nice flume I like to ride. They got some flats, like the whip, and there's other rides I like to ride. I beg to differ on that one. Great Adventure is not better than SFNE, and the reason why I say that is I will give Great Adventure props because they're changing it, they're flipping it around. You know, I've been going to Great Adventure since the '90s. Who the hell's texting me or messaging me? Oh, anyway, so since I've been going there since the '90s, I was there the year Batman the Ride opened, and I've been there before that. I've been going to Great Adventure since the '70s. I was there when I was like 18 months old, a baby, whatever. My parents drove me through the safari. So, uh, so yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like the park's changed and the park went downhill fast. So, but now it's starting to come back up. And like I said, New England was doing good, and then all the Six Flags they went right in the toilet when they were getting ready for bankruptcy. Six Flags, all of them went right in the toilet. That's what they did. They all went crap. And now they're all starting to slowly come back up. So it's going to take a while. Um, no, see, the Safari was good. I don't like the Safari now. I liked it when I could drive my car through it. I don't like this. You're in a truck thing now. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But that's me. Now, when I was a kid, I went to Rocky Point. I went to Canopy Lake. I went to Lincoln Park. I probably went to. I could have went to Whalum and some other parks, but I don't know. Oh no, 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 no! Shapiro butchered the hell out of Great Adventure. He ripped out a ton of flats. That place was flat ride heaven. Flat ride heaven. It was. It was really great. And then he butchered it. But now they're starting to bring back rides and do great things. So you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not really like. I like the safari because I like seeing the animals and stuff. I just driving through it myself. I thought that was much better. You know, it was like but I'm giving Great Adventure props because they're changing it. You know what I mean? Changing the stuff. They're going. They went from crap to becoming better. Now, Wild One came from another like I think Paragon Park or some other park or something. Uh, uh, I went to Rocky Point, yes. The reason why they had me in the film, I know the guy. I've known this guy that directed the film for years, for like probably good 5, 6 years. Uh, you know, I met him personally about 3 or 4 years, no, about 5 years ago. He was like him, like myself and him, big in the heart, Halloween and stuff. He was doing a Halloween yard sale, so to speak, in front of a comic book shop. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go check it out and see. And then I met that guy, and one of the guys from Ghost Hunters was there, the one that got kicked out, the one that's all crazy, the skinny one, Brian, I think his name was. He was there, and then one of their other buddies was there. And so I'm talking to the dude, and talking about Rocky Point and stuff, and he knew about the Grove Show. Uh, no, so it's been less than that because the Grove Show hasn't been on for 5 years. It's been on for four. Yeah, the Grove Show started. So I met him in 2012. Is when. But in any case, um, so he knew that I was a coaching enthusiast. He knew that I had ideas, and he knew that I've been talking to the town and the state trying to resurrect Rocky Point. I knew that. Uh, so he talked to me and he interviewed me, asking me different things about curses of Rocky Point. All different kinds of questions. How can you bring back Rocky? If you could, how could you bring it back? Is it feasible? Can it be done? Da, da, da. And I went on through all this stuff, and so it was kind of crazy. Here's the reason why Rocky Point closed, and it's pretty ridiculous. Rocky Point, and you're not going to believe this, was profitable to the day it closed. So why would the park close? Makes no sense, right? The park was profitable until the day it closed. Why it closed? The shareholders or whatever the company that owned it uh, lost money in other investments, and then they had to take the money from Rocky Point because it was making money, and got then they couldn't pay the electric bill, they couldn't pay the taxes, they couldn't pay nothing. They shut it down. So uh, it's just sucked. I wish there was like some white knight came by and saved the park, but didn't. But that's what happened to Rocky Point. It had nothing to do with the managers of the park. It had nothing to do with people. I mean, people knew the park was closing. You could go on a Friday or Saturday night near the end, the last month, and guess what? You could walk right on every single ride. The corkscrew, the cyclone. The cyclone actually came from SFNE, but back when it was Riverside days. Uh, so there was a lot of stuff that went. So the Enterprise. You could ride the Enterprise. They had a zipper. They had all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff gone. Haunted House was awesome. Two-story, awesome haunted house. It was crazy, cool, crazy. It was awesome. All gone. But it lives on, and there'll probably be rides brought back at some point, but never to the capacity that it once was. Now, anyway, it's 9:37. Let's get into the announcement. We're gonna do what the big announcement is. What is going on? Okay, so here's the deal. I was almost banned from Ace. I'm not gonna start saying names and stuff. I have to start watching what I say, even though whatever. I got a phone call on Sunday. Uh, Someone reported me for some stuff. I had a conversation, very angry, but I didn't get in. I'm not suspended. I'm not banned. I don't have a record. But here's the thing that I do not like about the whole situation. Um, uh, the Due to the code of conduct, they've included social media. And even though I am not representing Ace, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't representing Ace, and because people knew I was a coaster enthusiast, uh, guess what? They used that. They used something I said on my show against me. Some of the committee were like, "Toss this dude out." So if you can imagine that, they were like, "Toss this dude out." Some people had my back and was like, "No, no, 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 let's talk to him." Da 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 da. I'm not going to say any more than that, but I'm just letting you know. But that's not the announcement. That is not the announcement. Uh, this is the announcement, and it's going to totally change the show. I figured since uh, I did not enjoy what had happened to me, uh, I'm not doing it this year. 2 years, I'm running for Ace president. I'm going to toss my hat in the ring, and I'm going to use this show to catapult me to win. So anybody that's watching, please vote for me in 2 years. I'm coming in, and I'm going to do it. No, I was not kicked out of Ace. I am not kicked out of Ace. I'm still an Ace, but I got to watch what I say on this show because the Ace committee's probably watching. Ace is watching, and I'm not calling them out. So, I'm just saying. From what I was told, Parks watched this show. I knew that already. People in positions that I didn't know were watching. it's pretty crazy that a lot of people. Uh, Now I'm not gonna stop the drama because I don't want to get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to be kicked out of Ace, but I do know how to change Ace for the better. And once my name gets thrown in the ring for Ace President, uh, I'm going to use this as a platform because here's the thing about the platform that I do not like when it's time for election time in Ace, and hopefully they're listening to this and they listen to what I'm saying because guess what? Nobody gets really any. Nobody knows who you are, and unless you're like one of those famous acers, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows who you are, everybody kisses your butt. Uh, Nobody's gonna somebody like me that I'm not really well known in Ace. People that watch the show know who I am, but you know what I'm saying? I was never in TPR. People assume I was in TPR, but I was never in TPR. I did go to one event though. I went to Bizarro Bash, whenever that was. But anyway, so it's gonna, you know, the platform. If you look right now, voting's still going on for the what do you call it? The elections, all the different positions. If you don't go to CoasterCon, you don't get to listen to them talk. If you don't pay attention to all the newsletters and the ASA, you don't know who anybody is. You're just going, I know this name. It's all about popularity contest. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, your birthday's in February. Mine is too. My birthday's in February. February what? What is yours? February what? Anyway, like I was saying, so well, how is it? What's the big deal about this announcement? Well, one, running for Ace president. I'm going to do that in 2 years. So once the next election kicks in, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to be in the running. And I'm going to raise hell. I'm not going to destroy Ace. I'm not going to make it worse, but I'm going to make it better. I've been talking with a bunch of people already that are going to help me catapult myself, and I'm going to make this one of those crazy races that, because usually people run unopposed. Right now, the current Ace president is running unopposed, which means he's automatically going to win, and that ain't cool. So, yeah, mine's February 11th. I mean, if you look at Ace, you got people like Dave Libnicki, and you have, I mean, if you look like you got Reps, you got Russ, and you got Dr. Dave, and I mean the list goes on. You got all the people in the committee. You have the current president, and all that. But still, I'm going to run. And but how is it going to change the show? All right, before, like I said, I wasn't going to promote Ace, and I was going to be done all with that. But guess what? To get the votes, I got to promote Ace, and I got to be a good boy, and I can't trash talk. So this is the last episode for the next 2 years, and if I get elected, some whatever, I can't really trash talk in a sense. But if I'm going to trash talk, I will explain myself as to why, so I don't break any code of conduct rules. I'm going to have to heavily, yes, I'm going to be true to myself. And if I got a gripe or a rant, I will gripe and I will rant. That is not going to change. But there are a lot of things and the issues that I want to talk about when it comes time for running. And I'm going to use this platform. I'm going to make the show. Actually, it's going to help the show. The show's kind of getting a little stale. I was kind of losing interest, and I was almost going to shut down the show. I'll be honest. I was kind of like not feeling it anymore. I was just like I moved, and I'm like, this is my opportunity to end the show. Just be like, I'm done. And then disciplinary committee comes knocking on the door, and I'm like, damn. So it kind of lit a fire under my butt. Uh, as time goes on, like, granted, I like doing the show, but at the same time, it's like a pain in the butt. That's why nowadays I'm not afraid to take a day off, a week off or whatever from doing the show. It's not, it's mentally, I was like kind of like coming out of it and just like, I'm sick of doing the show. I mean, I've told that to a lot of people. You're like, no, you got to keep doing it. So I'm going to keep doing it. But what does it mean? What does it mean? I keep saying stuff. What does it mean? What does it all mean? This weekend starts the whole shebang. You know, when I go to Six Flags, and then every park I go, I'm going to start making the videos again. And I'm going to start working on getting interviews again. I'm going to start doing really crazy, cool things about the show. Join Ace to ride ERT for 2 hours and get sick. That's sweet. You know, so yeah, it is a hobby. I mean, but it's like, I liked it better when, I like better, I wish I had a co-host here all the time. I really do. Here's the thing. Having a co-host makes the show that much better. Think of like all the times, even, Larry and Tina were on, and Costa Kev's been on. And, we used to have the original co-hosts. We had, the original co-host that we had, was me and that guy, Mr. Six. He's down in Florida now. When we had shows like that, it was crazy. By myself, it's a little stale. I've had my kids on it. Luco's been on it. I've had people on it just to bring the entertainment to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you kidding? Back in the heyday, I was doing 2 shows a week. I'd be doing like Tuesday and Friday, or Wednesday and Friday, or whenever. I was doing shows all the time, just because like I was just like, people were loving it. And then I'm like, oh, it's just no. See, my kids aren't here right now. Well, they're here, but they're upstairs, and they're what do you call it? The original co-host is Mickey's slave. Well, no, they're I have their brother and a half brother here. They're spending the night, so it's like a little sleepover, and you know what I'm saying. So I don't know. So I don't know, but I notice like if their other brothers weren't here, well, their other brothers are here. They ain't sleeping. They're playing Xbox right now. But if they weren't here, I'm sure Jeremy would be down here, yip yapping, joining in on the fun. It's just what he does. He loves doing it when he does. Oh, I hear kids right now. Actually, I heard them go shh. They're going shh. So anyway, on this show, and anytime message me on what do you call it, Facebook, whatever. Uh, Make sure you let me know other things you want to, you know, you guys like watching the show for whatever your reasons are. Bust my chops, maybe I entertain you, you like listening to news, or just you're bored and you have nothing else to do, so I'm the next best option. Also, Devin's watching, he's not playing Xbox. But in any case, so what would be like the ultimate for all of you guys for watching this? Like, you watch the show, you like what you watch, but what else would be the icing on the cake? Like legit, not busting chops. Like, put in the comments. Uh, the you know, what do you guys? What would be the icing on the cake added to the show? What is it that's missing from the show? Is it those compilation, those videos of events and parks? Do you guys miss that? Do you want other kind of videos? Do you want other kind of topics? Uh, I don't know what it is you guys are missing. Like would make the show even better. Like bring it up to the next level of entertainment of of the Grove Show. Like I said, I do the show to entertain you all, tell you guys about the parks that I go to. So maybe if you like, I say this a lot, maybe you haven't been, and I give you like a sneak peek of a park, and you're like, oh, that's cool. I never been there. Now I want to go because now I seen some of the stuff. So you know that's why I like. If you guys let me know what you guys like, we could. And this one wants green hornets and a giant sea serpent. This isn't the Oprah show. We're not giving away gifts, even though I do have things that I still have. I gotta find it. Yeah, I have it. Uh, if you guys remember, um, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I had a big box of Wicked Cyclone Media Day stuff. I still have some stuff left. I need to do contests and stuff and get rid of it. That way I don't have it in the house anymore. You know, it has goodie bags with pins and pencils and cups, and I got what do you call it, friendly frisbees and stuff like that. You know, like I said, I like grapes too. I like strawberries. So like, see, somebody's like, see Lindsay Yale Entertainment, like check that out. I like that. Talk about other events or showcase park visit. I was always doing that. I don't know if you guys remember that. I was always doing that, and then I was like, forget it. I'm tired of doing it. Is that a wall hung pinball behind the microphone? This. Yes, this is just a play field, and it's not operational. You can't even move flip it. There's actually a ball glued on in the shooter lane. It's Muhammad Ali, and it lights up. I don't know. Let me see what it sees on the screen. Let me see what's on the screen here. Hey, you can see it, and it lights up. It's cool. There's a button over here that can change the different light patterns. Yeah, we'll leave that one on for now. Yep, that's yeah. I mean, I really need to sit down and really plan out different. I mean, I don't want to do the same thing every time, but it does help show when there's videos and there's other things. I mean, I used to even show pictures and stuff when I first started, but people hated the pictures. They were like, "Stop showing the pictures." People were calling out, and they really hated it. Yeah, this is actually there was a company have a card somewhere. Uh, they were at that pinball expo called Pintastic in the vendor area. They had a bunch of different play fields. Uh, they just put some LED lights. They put there's rubbers on them for the rubber. Still has targets and bumpers and the ball and the flippers you can't do nothing with. It's just the play field. There's no machine on this. Uh, this one to me was the cool one because it was Muhammad Ali. And we know Muhammad Ali was one of the greatest boxers. He's definitely one of the greatest. There's others that are great, but he's definitely one of the greatest. He's I wouldn't know how I would rank him. He's definitely like a top three favorite boxer of mine. Like I loved him. Like I wasn't alive obviously when he was boxing, but I got to see a lot of his old fights. On when they recast him on uh, sports stations and stuff. Uh, Great boxer. Mike Tyson was another good one. Um, and then I went like a couple of years ago. I started watching boxing again. And there was some good up and comings coming out, but nothing. I was like, wow, like da 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 da, and uh, you know. So yes, more giveaways are good. I mean, I used to do all kinds of crazy contests. I used to go, make a roller coaster on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and shit, send me the video. We would play the video, and then everybody would vote uh, what their favorite was. And then that person would win some kind of prize. So we've done that, and it was cool. So I think we need to start doing some more stuff like that. I really do. You know, so I need to sit there and go, I like, somebody's like, hey, I do this and that, Lindsay Yale Entertainment. I like your ideas that you have. Everybody's got good ideas. It's not, you know what I mean? Like, that's why, Yeah, I do need to go to Civil Ball Museum. I've seen video of that place, uh, and it looks great. It's kind of up my alley. There's actually what do you call it, in Pittsburgh this weekend? That's what they call Pittsburgh, and it started today. Let's what do you call it? Replay FX out in Pittsburgh is this weekend. But there's more than just pinball. There's arcade games, console games. It's a big gaming thing out in Pittsburgh, which I would love to go. I know there's going to be one coming up in Chicago, and Chicago is where a lot of the companies come from. But I mean, it's starting to come from everywhere now. The new pinball companies. But there's one out in Chicago. I should probably think about going to that. Park interviews I can get. Well, two parks I definitely can get. I can get obviously Six Flags New England, and I can definitely get Lake Compounds. Those two I definitely can get. I can get those no problem. Um, Here's the thing about interviews. You can get about an interview just about with anybody at any time. You just gotta plan it. If you can plan it and it's worth doing the interview, then by all means you do it. Um, I'm thinking about doing some Fright Fest interviews and Fright Fest video for what do you call it? For this year. I may end up missing what do you call it? The Fright Fest media day, depending upon when it falls, because I'm going on a cruise and I mean yeah, in February, in October, so I may miss that. Uh, so who knows? And that event for is going to be starting soon for Kings Island. Is it going to work? Not going to work? I'm trying to get it working. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Live stream. We're glad you joined us as we make a major announcement. Hey, I picked 2017. Yeah, that's coming up too. Well, here's the thing. Fright Fest is my way into a Halloween event. I don't. I live in Rhode Island. I don't live near any other, major parks that do things like that. I don't live near a Cedar Fair park. I don't know what Canopy Lake does. I'm sure I could talk to them and be like, "Hey, can we do this?" And that. Maybe I could do it. You know what I'm saying? I have no idea. What the hell is NNE? What's NNE? Yeah, what's NNE? I don't know what that. Oh, Nightmare New England. The bank took the bolts in New Hampshire. I just want to know what video could not load or timed out. Well, just load, man. Was it 20 people? Keep timing out. Why you time out? Why you not let me watch? I'm special too, man. Guess what? 304 people watching. It's loading up. It's trying to load up. The announcement is coming. It's running a show isn't easy. I mean, I used to put a lot of time and effort into the Grove show, and then I kind of fell back. Uh, so now I have a reason. So uh, once this election's over, then I'm going to start, talking about next election. And I'm going to start talking about. I'm not going to talk about all my platform stuff because I don't want the current president to steal my platform. I've got people lined up to help me in every aspect of what I want to do that I can do. Uh, and get implemented, and hopefully the committee agrees. They may not. They may fight me, but I have the Power of the Grove show, and I will use the Power of the Grove show to produce such a great show. And yes, even as eighth president, I will continue to do the Grove show. That I can promise you that. Yeah, see, I didn't do Bates. I had tickets, but I got them refunded because of the rain. Uh, I didn't we've talked about this. Like, I definitely want to get back to Philadelphia and do the prison here again. I want to go out. Other thing, the other asylum there, that was cool. It says broadcast ended. Why did the broadcast end? It was just like bam. Like what's I'm trying to get some Kings Island information for y'all, and I mean you guys can go hit up live stream, and you can see what's going on. Oh boy. Oh wow. There's almost 5,000 people watching. That's probably why it's like it probably can't handle the. Oh, you know what? I don't even need this. I can go like this, and I believe, if I'm correct, somebody I know is going to be going live. Oh, wait, they're not live yet. I don't know. All I do know is there's no video, and that's angering me because I would like to see what's going on. Timed out. It's like off. I mean, not like I can hear anything. Because if I happen to pull the plug on this thing, it's going to echo and go crazy. Uh, well, any case, we're going to get going anyway. Keep checking out for the Kings Island thing. We're going to talk about it next week anyway. Along with, I am going to bring the thunder. Hopefully, I'm going to put together a new video that's going to be. We're going to showcase Six Flags Wing, that's going to be the start. And then all the other parks and stuff that I do, we're going to showcase. And we're going to go crazy, and we're going to have fun with it. Just keep bringing me some ideas, and we're just going to run with it wild. So anyway, so until next week, same time, same bad channel. I'm your host, Dr. Giggles, and keep on posting, y'all. Peace out.